Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to BNN.
That touch of a woman, it means a lot. Mm-hmm. You miss this, I tell you. You miss God. My full name's Pastor Jacinta Nzilani Kilonzo, and I minister in CSC, Cosmopolitan Affirming Church.
Yes.
Here in Nairobi.
You made headlines in Kenya for being a lesbian evangelist. Was this a shock to you that everyone was paying so much attention to you because you are a lesbian evangelist?
I am a servant to all. I serve all people, a servant of God. With that love, agape love, that love which you can never break. And I'm attracted to people, and mostly women.
Today we're going to be talking about the first lesbian pastor in Kenya. I just know the comment section will be will be lit. So a lesbian pastor by the name Jacinta came on an interview and said she's a servant of God, but she's also attracted to women.
How did you realize, you know what, me, I'm not attracted to men, I'm attracted to women. Yeah. Also having been married before and having sons and daughters, at what point did you realize, nah, me, I want females in my life?
After the death of my husband and all the struggle in the marriage, is when I came to realize that I love women. It was a struggle because I was not comfortable with him, especially in secret things I cannot tell by now, but it was a struggle. And he was so harsh, so cruel, and I was looking for that touch of a woman, that love, that care, hospitality. I persevered until death because of my mom. Because of my mom. I didn't like to embarrass my mom, but I was unhappy.
For how many years were you unhappy?
25 years.
And this story just started trending on Twitter. It's not really a new story since it was covered back in April of 2019.
I was seeing another weird, freaky story here about a Nairobi pastor.
Yes.
Who is, and you won't believe it, a lesbian. Jacinta Nzilani, a dedicated mother and pastor from Nairobi who prides herself in dating fellow women. Can you believe it?
Because she was not happy.
If you're not living in the end times.
Because she claims that she was not happy.
Yeah.
In her 25 years straight marriage.
Yeah.
She was not happy. He was being cruel to her. He was not satisfying her. And she found out that, she is attracted to women.
But my question, how can you be a pastor, or rather, how can you be, a pastor is considered a leader in terms of Christianity, yeah?
Yeah.
You're preaching the word of God, yeah? How can you be a preacher, and yet your very life, your very well celebrated life from how it looks, is contrary to the very word of God that you preach? And it's not that I'm trying to get religious. It's just, even if it was a Muslim, for example, like I said, it's like I say I'm an Islamic sheikh, and I eat pork. So I'm the first Islamic, and I'm publicizing that. I'm proud to eat pork, and I love teaching Islamic Quran.
It's so controversial. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. We have nothing against anyone, but we're just saying that is the kind of story that doesn't add up.
You know what?
If it was a different part, let's say if you are a politician and you come out you're gay, well and good. You go do your thing, be happy. But in this one, I don't know.
Me, you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's another publicity stunt. Just like this other guy. He's called Kanyari, yeah.
Maybe she will attract sponsorship from the LGBTIQ community to sponsor her. Maybe she will get the LGBTIQ youth to go to church.
Yeah.
You know, you like.
Yeah, exactly. Me, that's what
it.
I think she's trying to probably be that the young pastor, whatever type, trendy pastors. You tell us what you think about that. Is it just mere publicity for the lesbian pastor, Jacinta Nzilani, who is in Nairobi, and had a story publicized a few weeks ago? I think this year,
It's basically,
or is it true that we can have a lesbian pastor and it's genuine?
And Jacinta even went on an interview to open up to her daughter and talk about how telling her family was difficult and how they took it.
Since you had this, umefikiria namna gani uliposikia hii maneno when you heard of this? Because people out there, they are some are of your age. Thank God.
Why didn't you tell us you were passing all through this, even Dad, when he was alive? Why didn't you tell him that you're no longer into men, you're in women, that stuff?
Because I'm a mother. I was to mentor you and to let you be who you are today. Yeah, because when you are a mother, you don't disclose everything to people, even to your family, until you nurture it.
But you see, when this story came out, it shocked us. It was like a boom. It was a shock.
Yes, but you know, before, you remember I used to tell you that I wanted to be a sister?
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to be a sister.
Yeah.
It was a feeling, and I was feeling that I should relate with women. Before, even when I was a little young girl, when I was so young. And now, it took me all these. That is why I went to a mission to be a sister, and then father failed me, and then my mother forced me to marry. If my mother couldn't force me to marry, I think I could have come out and I could do my things the way I wanted to do them. Yeah.
Okay. So you were forced to get married. You know, you didn't share a lot with us. You only share a lot in the media, but not with us that much the way you do on the media.
And religion is always a touchy subject, and even furthermore, LGBTQ rights are also a touchy subject in Kenya. So I understand that this video will be very polarizing, but I've always stood by my beliefs that I do support gay rights, because I think they are people too, and they also deserve rights just as the rest of us, because in the end, we're all human beings. But I do know so many people who do not agree with me, even in my own family. There are people who do not believe what I believe, and I understand, and all I can say is respect what I believe, and I'll also respect what you believe. I got on Twitter and asked their followers, can you attend a church service led by a lesbian pastor, and why? And I also want to pose the same question to my audience. Let me know down in the comments. A lot of people commented on the issue. One user saying, yeah, I respect her decision, it's her life, shida ni wewe umjudge, then tukiambiwa twende hell uko hapo na mimi. Aki, kuna watu nitacheka mpaka shetani awasamehe. Other Kenyans on Twitter were so against this lesbian pastor, and they said, under the blue sky, I can't attend a church led by a lesbian pastor. It's immoral to the society. I wouldn't go. People are too tolerant nowadays. What message does this send to our children? That it's okay to be of the same sex because even pastors do it, right? Another user made a very good point and said, we've been attending churches where services have been led by pedophilic, gay, Catholic priests since time immemorial. What the F? Your connection to God is way too personal. Really has nothing to do with who leads the service. I kind of agree with what he said. As Christians, we judge too harshly, but we also do excuse some of the very, very, very immoral things that happens in our Catholic churches. And he did make a good point. And the last tweet I'll read is where a user said, take what the pastor gives you, not what she is. And reply to this was, she represents what she will give you. So what do you guys think of this story about having a lesbian pastor? Would you attend a church? Why or why not? Anyway, that's all from me for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.